Ginebra versus NLEX. Unang laro ng Ginebra this conference. There's a lot to look forward to. May mga growth kasi na nangyari last conference. Whether it's stepping up to do more or reinventing oneself to do less but provide more impact para sa team. So ngayon, unang laro, bagong conference. Pag-usapan na natin yung game, Ginebra versus NLEX. Unang napansin ko na ginagawa ng Ginebra, they switch ball screens kapag hindi si Japeth Aguilar yung involved sa ball screen. Kapag si Troy Rosario kasi ang nagsiswitch ng ball screens, especially playing alongside Japeth Aguilar, kung makikita natin dito, after nila mag-switch, after ng ball screen, okay, meron pa rin silang Japeth Aguilar na nandito sa help. Okay, if ever lang na mablow ba yan ni Robert Bolick, si Troy Rosario dito, meron pa rin ng Ginebra na rim protector with Japeth Aguilar and Justin Brownlee dito sa weak side corner. So kumbaga defensively, ang laking advantage to have Troy Rosario at the 4 kasi size-wise, he's 6'7". Okay, even nga yung centers ng ibang teams, di ba, 6'7" or less. Having a guy like Troy Rosario as your 4 makes it easier to defend kasi pwede ka mag-switch ng ball screens and you still have Japeth Aguilar in the paint protecting the rim. Makikita natin dito, nag-switch si Troy Rosario kay Robert Bolick. Nag-settle si Robert Bolick for a bad shot, 3 points, and they forced the miss. Offensively naman, it also makes it easier for Justin Brownlee kasi kapag meron kang Troy Rosario and Japeth Aguilar, meron kang dalawang big man, okay, sa kabilaang side ng floor para gawin yung mga big man stuff, mag-set ng screen, mag-handoff, and do the dirty work instead of Justin Brownlee. So ngayon malalagay mo si Justin Brownlee sa natural position niya, which is a scoring wing. So dito, okay, there's going to be a pin down for a Justin Brownlee curl. Now, na si Troy Rosario nag-set ng screen, an actual big man, an actual power forward, okay, may effect yung screen niya. Okay, so they forced the switch, napunta kay Justin Brownlee sa spot niya yung bola, 14-footer, good shot, okay, and even if sumablay yun, meron kang Troy Rosario na may posisyon sa ilalim to clean the glass. So offensively, yun yung advantage of having Troy Rosario. And kapag si Japeth Aguilar naman yung involved sa screen, okay, they don't usually switch. Either they show or they drop. Depende sa may hawak ng bola. Dito, Robert Bolick. So, they had to show kasi hindi mo naman bibigay kagad yung driving lane for a guy like Robert Bolick. So, 2 on the ball. Now, yung help defense ng Ginebra, instead of a smaller guy having Troy Rosario as their 4, meron silang Troy Rosario dito, inversely, kagaya nung kanina, to protect the rim. So, now it's Japeth up here. Meron silang Troy Rosario ngayon sa ilalim to protect the rim. And meron pa silang Scottie Thompson. Hindi naman maliit si Scottie as a guard sa nail para lang i-delay yung roll. And if ever lang na ma-breakdown yon, meron ka pa rin Troy Rosario, 6'7" with long wingspan to protect the rim sa weak side. So dito, okay, kick out to Semerad, naka-recover agad si Rosario kasi nga malaki siya, mahaba yung wingspan. Bad pass by Robert Bolick and they force a turnover. And again, dito, yung switch ng Barangay Ginebra, okay? NLEX, tinakbo nila yung opensa nila, okay? Mapupunta rito sa action na to. Okay, Semerad, ball screen for Torres. Okay, Scottie and Troy. Ibig sabihin, i-switch nila yan kasi hindi si Japeth. And even if i-switch nila to, okay, kung makikita natin dito, magsi-switch. And now, okay, this is a perceived mismatch. Kasi si Troy, mabilis naman si Troy, kayang sumabay. Okay? So now, na-recognize si Torres, okay, smaller Scottie Thompson against Semerad. Pero si Scottie, okay, essentially, he's also a power forward. Pwede mo nga i-argue yun. Hindi naman siya nalalayo sa isang Calvin Abueva. So, Scottie for a guard is very switchable. Troy Rosario for a power forward is also very switchable. So defensively, diba, it does wonders to Ginebra's defensive schemes. Dito, okay, Kevin Alas. Now, since si Rosario, yung nandun, nag-switch ulit sila and they forced the kick out, the pass out. And now it's Richie Roger trying to make a play, okay? And now, Ginebra, good defense, okay, for the rest of the shot clock and they forced the miss. So that's the versatility that Troy Rosario brings for both ends of the court. And then pagdating naman ng third quarter, they execute their usual offense. Pero dito, okay, we can see it's Stephen Holt and Japeth Aguilar. Therefore, you have Troy Rosario here on the other side. Okay, this is also another advantage of having a guy like Troy Rosario. Okay, they execute their offense, walang nangyari. Okay, they play usual Ginebra basketball. Okay, freestyle na to, pero kasi yung freestyle ng Ginebra playing with purpose pa din. So having Troy Rosario, meron ka pang isa pang player na pwedeng maging threat underneath the basket, especially kapag yung dumadrive, Scottie Thompson, Maverick Ahanmisi, or Ronje Abarrientos. Alam mo yun, na-pick up na yung dribble, na napadrive sa kawalan, meron pa rin silang drop pass pang bailout. for a guy like Troy Rosario is also a good finisher underneath the basket. Dito naman for Ginebra, okay, lineup nila small ball, Brownlee at the 5. And since ang imports this conference malalaki, offensively may advantage si Brownlee in terms of perimeter scoring. Dito nag-triangle offense sila sa play na to. Okay, pass to the top, and then after nun, merong pin down for Justin Brownlee na magpa-pop out sa perimeter, and yung import na NLEX was late kasi alam mo naman kapag big man ka, wired ka to protect the rim and not usually defend a wing scorer like Justin Brownlee na even though nasa 5 position siya, yung triangle naman is positionless offense. Pero honestly, yung third quarter was the Stephen Holt show. He scored 20 points sa third quarter. He was absolutely on fire from 3, from everywhere. Hindi nga siya sumablay actually buong third quarter. He finished the game 26 points. Okay, it was a heater game from him. Yun talaga yung naging factor ng third quarter. And pagdating naman ng fourth quarter, it was Ralph Koo naman who made the difference early. Dito, triangle, pinch post to Brownlee. Okay, Ralph Koo at the 4. He cuts in the middle after nung rebound screen cut. Okay, draws 2 defenders and Lex defenders here, yung import, tsaka si number 16. Therefore, Japet Aguilar is wide open. Unless mag-help dito si Bolick, leaving Maverick Ahanmisi wide open dito sa weak side. Pero syempre, hindi naman nag-help si Bolick kasi nga shooter si Maverick. So that gave Japet space to finish over the import of NLEX. And dito naman, sumunod na play. Okay, good transition offense from Ginebra. Having Ralph Koo to space out the court is crucial for them kasi nabibigyan ng space yung mga players like Scottie Thompson to slash to the basket. Dito naman, end game spread out for Ginebra. Scottie with the ball. Short roll from Troy Rosario after ng ball screen. Lazy defense from NLEX's import. So, napwersa ngayon si Richie Roger to sink here a little bit, giving Maverick Ahanmisi a little bit of space para tumira ng 3 points. And sa quarter na to, late game, last 5 minutes, Maverick Ahanmisi made 3 crucial 3-pointers. And nanalo ang Ginebra kasi they were the more consistent team. From first quarter hanggang fourth quarter, hindi lumaylay yung laro nila. So, panalo sila sa game na to 109-100. Stephen Holt led the team in scoring with 26 points. And si Troy Rosario naman was solid sa debut game niya, giving Ginebra more flexibility sa frontcourt nila, whether it's defensively, being able to switch sa perimeter and protect the rim also kapag si Japet yung inaatake sa ball screen. And offensively naman, having someone who can set screens, do the dirty work, and also be a threat underneath the basket. Not extending Japet Aguilar to the point na, alam mo yun, hapo na siya by the end of third quarter. And also Justin Brownlee.